Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at Live and Golf Academy, and today we're going to talk about, does your practice swing need to be perfect in order for you to hit good shots? So I think as a coach, obviously lots of golfers work on lots of different things in their swing, and obviously I'm not fully aware of what you work on in your swing, but I'm going to give you a little bit of insight as to kind of how I would work on my poor characteristics in my swing to try and shape the ball a little bit less than I currently do. So with my golf swing, by no means is this a perfect golf swing, and for me, you know, what is perfect? It's the one that repeats most often. But I know from a pretty decent setup position, my natural shot is a draw, and that is created because on my downswing, the club swings to the right, so from the inside with my club face a little bit close to that path. Now, when I'm good and can control how much from the inside, I generally don't shape the ball too much and I hit a lot of good shots. But my poor swing is that the club gets too much from the inside, so the path too much to the right, and it starts creating quite a lot of shape, and then when I don't quite get there with the club face, I've kind of got a big miss to the right or a big miss to the left. So ideally I want to kind of minimize those misses. So if I just make what would generally be my slightly less good swing, you can see that one shaping a bit. Okay, so we can see from the numbers there quite a lot from the inside. Now bearing in mind the ball's in the middle of my stance, I know if I move the ball forward, that could straighten that out a little bit, but I don't want to build that into my setup. So the little drill I work on, and what I'm going to do is give you a way to practice your drill to hopefully make it a little bit easier to then maybe integrate into a full swing. So I'm going to work just literally on getting the club moving from kind of waist height to waist height, but I'm going to try and feel that I really get the club working a long way to the left. Just a huge amount. Even might feel a little bit in my backswing, like I take the club a little bit more on the outside and then really swing what to me would feel massively across the line from out to in. Now, I know from the past, even the ones that feel massively out to in aren't, and my challenge there is because I swing so much from the inside, it doesn't really feel like that, it feels quite straight. So the way I would tackle this drill is I would do 30 balls. So the good news is you don't need to be hitting hundreds and hundreds of golf balls, and I would split them into groups of 5. So I would start off with 5 of my little half swings, trying to exaggerate that feeling. Yeah, for me they're setting off in a very different place, and we look there, particularly at that last one, we can see much more out to in, so 4 degrees out to in as opposed to nearly 9 from the inside. So that's a massive change. Now the big challenge is, can I replicate, if not that exact feeling, much closer to that into my full swing? Now because I've swung it in a particular way for so many years, you know, making that change can be quite a challenge. So the next 5 balls, we're going to do 4 little half swings and then 1 full shot. Okay, so the little half swings felt great. The full swing didn't feel like my normal swing, but didn't feel quite as exaggerated as the little half swings. So on my next 5 balls, I'm going to go 3 half swings, 2 full shots. And we're going to gradually work towards 5 full ones. So 3 and 2. Yeah, and already that feels closer to what I'm working on. But sometimes that practice little drill and little practice swing needs to be kind of very over exaggerated. You know, I'd love to have a 0 path and a 0 club face. That's never going to happen. But if I can minimize those numbers, I'm going to play with less shape. So we've gone 3 half swings, 2 full. We're now going to do 2 half swings, 3 full shots. And okay, last one didn't feel at all like the previous couple of full swings, but I kind of feel from exaggerating the little swing, I'm kind of getting closer to what I'm after. And I'm always a big believer that it's quality of practice, not quantity. So I see lots of guys hitting hundreds and hundreds of golf balls, but not really making enough of a change. But without that exaggeration, it's hard to make that change. So last one before we hit the 5 full shots, 1 little half swing, 4 full ones. Okay, and for me, the movements are starting to feel closer to what I'm after. Don't think my ball striking is fantastic with those, but while I'm making that little change, I'm not too bothered about what the contact's like. I can get back into that. And to finish that 30 ball routine, we're now going to go 5 full shots without any of the little half swings. Ooh, getting there. Okay, so if we look at how I delivered the club on the last one there, even though that feels like I'm swinging to the left and out to in, still swinging very, very marginally from the inside. But for me, that's a big improvement from where I was at nearly 9 degrees from the inside. And all of those shots, even though some of the strikes weren't fantastic, I felt the grouping was a lot tighter. Like I said, when I swing so much from the inside, I do feel I've got 30 yards right, 30 yards left in play. All of those were much more within like maybe a 20-yard gap. That becomes a lot easier to play with on the golf course, because even then your bad ones are very, very playable. So guys, like I'm trying to stress there, you know, it's down to quality of practice, not quantity, and you don't have to be making a perfect practice swing. What you need to be doing is practicing and rehearsing a movement that's going to enable you to make more of the golf swing either you or you and your golf coach are working on to make you a more consistent and better golfer. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Comment below. Let me know if you've tried the little 30 ball drill. Let me know if you're somebody that maybe swings it a bit like me. Have you worked on that and have you seen an improvement? I will try and get back to as many people as I can. Please subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Be the first guys to find out when I've got a new video coming on. I mean, leave me comments below as to videos that you'd like me to do that would help with your game. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.